Good evening, students. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Python video lesson number 17. In previous lesson, that is Python video lesson number 16, we studied how to create one new list and then how we can access individual element available in the list. In addition to that, how we can add elements using append and then extend. Then we studied how we can insert one element wherever position we want. That we studied. So in this lesson, we will study first how we can delete one element or more than one element from list. That is what we are going to study first. Then we will see. So already I like to inform you in previous lesson itself, string is a immutable. That means you cannot modify or delete single item or single element or single character in string, whereas list is a mutable. That means we can modify or change individual element as well as we can delete individual elements. How that we will see now. Now we are going to study about how we can delete individual elements from the list. First we will see the syntax as usual, then we will study how to use it. There are so many functions are there to delete. First one is del, very simple. This del already we studied in the string itself. Once we will see. So del command to delete unknown elements by known index. That means we should know the index of the item. That means where it is available in the list, but we don't know the exact element. That means just consider we are having one list. So here 10 is available in 0th index, first index, second index, third index. We know the index, but we don't know the element. Now I like to delete 20. That means I have to use del list one of 1. That means 1. That means the index 1 will be removed from the list 1. That is 20 is available in index number 1. That will be removed. Now list will have only 10, 30, 40. That's all. We know the index, but we don't know the elements. We are not using any element. We are deleting unknown elements by known index. This is one format. One more thing is there. Consider this as a syntax. B. One more syntax is del. Syntax is del list variable within place index. Second syntax. Del also used to delete more than one element. del list variable. First we got to index start as well as end. Start colon n. N means n minus 1. Yeah. Consider here list 1 having 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 as shown. So I like to delete 20, 30, 40. Del list 1 of 1 colon. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be like this. That means 4 minus 1. Start is 1, end is 4 minus 1. That means 1 is to 3. 20, 1, 2, 3. That means 20, 30, 40 will be removed. Now list 1 contains only 10, 50. Third one. Del also used to delete list itself. The entire list element as well as list itself. Now we will see syntax. Del list variable. That's all simple. No need to place the slice operator. Okay, we have to specify one list operator, list variable here. That whole list will be deleted. No more list exists. Example, list. We are having one list here. I don't want this list. Then del list 1. That's all. Okay, the over list, all the elements will be deleted. The list itself will be deleted. So del is used to delete single element by known index as well as more than one element by using known index. Del also used to delete list itself. That means all the element will be deleted. The list itself will be deleted. This one. Next one is remove. So already we studied del is used to delete elements by known index. But remove deletes the element known element. We know the element. So with the help of element, we can delete the item. How? You will see the syntax here. List variable dot remove of. We have to specify the element. Or 20 we can specify. Only one known element. With the help of del, we can delete more than one element. Whereas remove deletes only one known element at a time. Element. We can have an example. Consider list 1. I like to delete this 20. List 1 dot remove. We got to directly specify the element. Whereas in del, we have to specify the index. In remove, we have to specify the element. But the problem is del is used to delete more than one element. Whereas remove is used to delete only one element at a time. One more thing is there. Third one. That means pop. It deletes element by known index. Also return deleted element. So pop deletes element by known index, just like del. Only one index. Only one element by known index also returns deleted elements. The difference between del and pop is both delete element by known index. This del will not return the deleted values, whereas pop returns the deleted values. If you want to display, if you want to see which element is deleted, then pop is useful. Del deletes the element, but you did not display the which element you deleted. Syntax list1 dot pop. Similarly, we can put index, that is second element will be deleted. One more syntax is there. Similarly, list1 dot pop. That's all. So here consider it deletes, second syntax deletes last item. Last item of list. We will see example. Consider we are having one list that's equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here I print list1 dot pop of 1. It returns 20, and then 20 will be removed from the list1. Now 20 will be removed. List1 contains 30, 40, 50. In addition to that, this pop returns 20. That is the difference between del and pop. List1 dot pop. You are not giving any index here. That means last item, which is the last item here, 50. 50 will be removed. That's all. Similarly, the removed item 50 will be displayed. Del will not display which element is deleted. Pop always deletes the element as well as returns the element to display. That is the difference between pop and del. One more deletion is there, that is clear. It clears, it removes all the items in list. Whereas del is there. Del is used to delete more than one element, as well as del also used to delete the list itself. The del deletes the whole list. All the elements will be deleted. Here list1 will not be there. The whole variable will be deleted. List1 is a one variable. That variable will be deleted. Whereas here elements available in the list will be deleted, but list variable will be available. You will see syntax. List1 dot clear. No need to worry about the index. We are having one list. That list contains I need list1 should be available. The element available in the list1, all the elements, the 5 elements should be removed. Then we should go for clear. Now I like to print list1 is there. Now this is empty list. It gives only empty list. Whereas del deletes the list1. There is no more list. But your list is there. After clear is executed, list1 is there. But it will not contain any element. All the element will be removed. Okay. Now del is used to delete unknown elements by known index. Del also used to delete more than one element. Del also used to delete the list itself. Remove deletes only one known elements at a time. Pop, it deletes only one element by known index, also returns a deleted element. It also deletes the last element. It also deletes the last element of the list. It also returns the deleted element. Clear. it removes all the items in the list. Clear? But list will be there. Now I will write one program which explains these 4 functions. That means deleting from the list. So I am having one list here that contains some of the elements. List 1 contains 6 elements, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Out of this, I want to delete 30. Let del list 1 of 30 is available in second location. Now list 1 contains, we will see the list 1. Now our list should contains 10, 20, 40, 50, 60. 30 is removed. This is second element, second location or second index, 0, 1, 2. I will save the program and then I run the program. Some error comes. So it should, I forget, list 1. The list variable name is list 1. See it here, 10, 20, 30 is removed. That is second index element is removed. 40, 50, 60. Then we will del list 1 of some element, that is stands for 1:4. 1:4. That means 20, 30, 40. 4 minus 1, 3. First to 3. 1, 2, 3. 20, 30, 40 will be removed. We will see again list 1. Already we are having 10, 20, 30 already removed. 40, 50, 60. This is the first element, second element, third element. That means 20, 40, 50 will be removed. We will see 10, 60. Now list 1 contains only 2 elements. Since 20 that is available in first index, 40 second index, 50 third index. These 3 elements will be removed. See here 10, 20 only. Now I want to delete list 1 itself. All elements available in the list 1 should be deleted. List 1 variable is also deleted. Del list 1. Now I like to print list 1. So you should give some error. Since already these statements del list 1 deletes the entire element, all the elements available in the list. In addition to that, the list 1 variable will also be deleted. Error. Since list 1 is deleted. See here, name list 1 is not defined. That means it's already deleted. We can have some comment here. This line gives error. So no more list one is available. Now we can create one more list one. Same thing, 10 to 60. Now we go for list one dot remove. Remove is used to delete by known element. I want to delete 20. Directly place 20. If it is a del, we have to specify the index. If it is a remove, we have to specify the element directly. Now we will see what is available in the list one. Now list one contains 20 is removed, 10, 30, 40, 50, 60. See it here, 20 is removed. Then we go for pop. Here del will not return the element which is deleted, as well as remove also will not return the element which is deleted. Whereas pop, it will return the elements. Which element? Now we have with pop, we have to specify the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to delete 40. It is available in second location, that is second index. We have to specify. List 1. In this case, it will return. We have to specify the index. 0, 1, 2. 40 will be written. 40 will be displayed. Here 40 is already removed. The list one contains 10, 30, 50, 60. You will see 40 will be displayed. 40 is removed. Pop delete the known element by index, and then it returns the element which is already deleted. So 40 is deleted, it deletes, it removes, displays. After 40 is deleted, we are displaying list one. List one contains only 10, 30, 50, 60. Now one more concept. List one dot pop. Here we are not giving any index. It gives 60. That means 60 is the last element. So pop without index deletes the last element and returns the element. Now 60 will be removed. Now list one contains only 10, 30, 50. That's all we will see here. 10, 30, 50. From this program, we can understand del is used to delete single item as well as more than one item as well as whole list variable itself. Whereas remove, with the help of remove, we can delete only one element at a time. With the help of pop, we can delete only one element by giving index, as well as we can delete the last item. The advantages of pop is it returns the deleted item. We can see that is the usage of pop. Then we'll go for some more functions available in list. So already we studied so many functions. That means append, extend, insert in previous lesson. Now we studied del, remove, pop, and then clear. In addition to that, list contains some more functions. We will see one by one. But we can place it here. Some more functions. Number one. First one is copy. From the name itself, we can understand it returns copy of the existing list or calling list. Calling list. Example. We are having one list here. List 1 equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. List 2 equal to list 1 dot copy. That's all. Now list 2 also contains whatever available in list 1. So consider list 2 is a copy of list 1. Whatever element available in list 1 will be copied into list 2. This is first case. Next one is count. It returns number of elements. It returns number of elements, number of occurrence of given element. Here we can find out, 10. Here 10 is available in 2 times. Print list 1 dot count of 20. 10 gives number 2. That means 10 is available in 2 times in list 1. Okay, so it returns number of occurrence of given element. We are giving 10. 10 is available in 2 times, it will give 2. Number 3, index. It returns the position or place or index of given item. Consider list 1 contains 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now I like to print list 1 dot index of 10. It gives 0. Even though 10 is present 2 times, it gives the first place. That means available first occurrence of. It returns the first occurrence of. Occurrence of given index. Whereas list 1 dot index of 30. 30 is available only 1 time. 0, 1, 2. It gives 2. That is the usage of index. Now fourth one, reverse. It reverse all the element. All items are placed in opposite order, reverse order. Reverse order. Example, list 1 dot reverse. Now list 1 contains 10, 20, 30, 40, 10. Now it will be 10, the last 10 will come first. Then 40, 30, 20, 10. It will be like this. In reverse order. 10 will be placed first, 40 will be next, 30, 20, 10, it like this. Fifth one, sort. From the name itself you can understand, I want to put either ascending order or descending order. Syntax is, we will see the syntax for this. Syntax, list variable dot sort. Here reverse is a one optional. That should be equal to either true or false. Default is false. Default is false. Default is false. If you want to change it as a reverse, we have to specify. We will see here example. So already we are having one list. that list is available. List 1, you can have one more. List 1 equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 10. It is like this. I was to placed in ascending order. Then simply put sort, that's all. Now list will be consider this way. 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. It will be like this. It will be like this. List 1 dot sort. So sort always plays in ascending order if does not having any argument. What about say if you want to place in descending order? List 1 contains, now assume 10, 20, 30, 20, 40, 10. Now list 1 dot sort. Here we have to specify reverse. Reverse equal to true. We have to specify. For ascending order, no need to specify any argument. For descending order, we have to specify. Now list will be 40, 30, 20, 10, 10. It will be placed in descending order. Sixth one, sum. It's very simple. It adds all the items. Similarly, mean it returns smallest value. All items of list. Returns smallest item of list. Max returns largest item. So we studied here copy, count, reverse, and then sort, sum, min, max as well as index. Now I will write one program which explains these functions. List 1 is assigned with some of the values 10, 20, 30, you can put it like this where I will. So one list is having. So I want to create one more list which is a duplicate or copy of list 1. List 1 dot copy. Create list 2 as copy of list 1. Now we will see list 2. List 2 also contains whatever available in list 1. 10, 20, 10, 30. We will see here 10, 20, 10, 30. Okay, that's good. Next one is count. I want to find out how many 10s are there in list 1. That is very simple. List 1 dot count of 20. So it returns number 2. Sorry, it is 20 is present. 20 is available only one time. Here see 2. So 2 10s are there. Count. Next one is index. I want to find out where 10 is available, that index of the 10. This one dot index of 10. 10 is available in two places, 0th location as well as second location. But index gives first location, that is 0. List one dot index of, we can place 30. 30 is available in 0, 1, 2, 3. It gives 3. See it here, 0 as well as 3 index. Then reverse. I want to place all the elements in reverse order. List one dot reverse. Items are placed in reversed order. Now we will see list one. Now list one contains 30, 10, 20, 10. So elements will be placed in reverse order. 30 comes first and then 10, 20, 10. 30, 10, 20, 10. Sort. First I want to place in ascending order. For ascending order, no need to give any arguments. Usually 10, 2 tens are there, 30. Similarly, list one dot sort. Here I have to specify reverse equal to true. False means ascending order, true means descending order. Now we will see what is available in list one. Now list one contains 30, 20, 10, 10. We will see 30, 20, 10, 10. Okay. Now, once I explain the program, copy creates one more copy of the calling list. Now list 2 contains whatever available in list 1. That is very good. Count returns number of occurrence of the given item. The items are available 2 times, so it returns 2. That's good. Index. Index returns position of the first occurrence of the given element. So 10 is available in 0th index. It returns 0. Index of 30. 30 is available in 0, 1, 2, 3, third location. Okay. Reverse. The elements are placed in reverse order. 30, 10, 20, 10. 30, 10, 20, 10. List one dot sort. We are not giving any argument. So it plays ascending order. 10, 10, 20, 30. Reverse equal to true. It plays descending order. Since we are giving argument, reverse equal to true. Then 30, 20, 10, 10. Today I stopped here itself. In this lesson, we studied about some functions available in list. First, we studied how we can delete the element from the list. Del as well as remove, pop, and then clear. So del has 3 forms, as well as remove has only 1 form. Pop also has 1 form. Pop has 2 form. Clear has only 1 form. Then we studied some functions, important functions available in list function. Copy, count, index, reverse, sort. Sort has 2 forms, for ascending order as well as descending order. In addition to that, we studied three-form function. One is sum, min, max. I will explain in just a minute. It is also very simple. Here, I want to display addition of all the items. Just sum of list 1. It displays 30, 50, 60, 70. Similarly, smallest value available in the list 1. That displays 10 is the smallest value. Print max of list 1. It is the largest value. Largest value is 30. So 70, 10, 30. See here, 70 is the sum of all the elements available in list 1. Min returns the smallest value. Max returns the highest value available in list 1. Today I stopped here itself. I hope all of you enjoy this lesson. In next lesson, we will study little bit more. Until then, thank you students. Bye bye.